I've got a friend of the show. We used to have him on this show before he even had a world title, when he was just Dave from somewhere in South London. Now he's the WBA heavyweight champion of the world. He had a very lively press conference a couple of days ago. He announced that he's going to fight Audley Harrison, and I'm told reliably that the tickets haven't gone. They're nearly gone. He's probably done 30 bits of media since then, and people said to me, you won't get David Haye on the show on a Thursday night. I said, yes, I will get David Haye on a show on a Thursday night, and I have got David Haye on a show on a Thursday night. Good evening, David.
Good evening, Steve.
Yeah, you've been a busy boy.
Way too busy. Been up since 6 o'clock. I'm still going strong.
You dealing okay with being around Audley? Because it was fairly lively the other day.
Yeah. It's nice when it gets to the end of the day when I don't have to see his mug. To be honest, he's been saying some silly things. I think he's a delusional character, and it's getting a bit irritating looking at him, to be honest.
Yeah, listen, and that's good, so we can, you can soon go your separate ways and start preparing. Dave, I'm told reliably, I'm told by a couple of people, the tickets are, if they're not gone, they're nearly gone. Is it banging out that quick?
Yeah, there's a few price brackets. There's a few tickets still out, but it pretty much has gone from the MEN Arena. Said it's gone quicker than any other event they've had there. Wow. So really happy with that, and that just shows sort of the magnitude of this fight. You know, how this isn't just for the boxing fans or even the sports fans. This is the general the average fellow, general fellow on the street who doesn't really think about boxing. He's thinking about this. You know, he's heard what's been said. You know, he's seen us next to each other, and I think everybody wants to see Audley Harrison completely and utterly finished in this sport, and I'm going to be the man to do it.
Dave, are you even surprised by just how big this has gone in 40 odd hours, 50 hours? Are you a little bit shocked by that?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. I remember when I signed to fight for the Klitschko fight, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, the big one, yeah.
And it didn't get a threat. Probably got about 10-15% of the media coverage. Yeah, if that media coverage that this fight has produced. I think it's because everybody knows Audley. Yeah. Audley's been a household name for 10 years.
He has indeed.
That's a long time to be out. A long time to be done. Jonathan Ross. He's been on every TV show there is. Yeah. Everybody knows the story, the failed story of Audley Harrison. And now that guy's got his crack at Britain's heavyweight champion of the world. And it's interesting for people. I get so many hundreds, thousands of emails a week. Literally people just destroy Audley Harrison. We don't want to see him anymore, and that people believe I'm the guy who's gonna do that.
Now, David, when are you going to cut yourself away? Because I know it's all very well the last 2 or 3 days.
I think next week is when it really goes into overdrive. I've been training hard anyway.
I know you have.
You see, I'm in good shape now as it is. I'm already on my fighting weight. So I'm nice and light. I'm nice and healthy, and I'm just looking forward to just want to sharpen right up. This fight, I need to be better than ever. I can't go in there underestimating Audley Harrison. Because he on his day, if you let him do what he does best, you can have an awkward night. And I'm not interested in having an awkward. I'm looking at going out there looking clean, clinical, in a serious execution man style.
Yeah, the only thing that slightly concerns me, and I agree with you, and Audley's very good at trying to turn the fight into his pace, and he's experienced enough to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And one thing that concerns me, David, is it's the guarantee that you won't leave your brain behind in the change room, because you're going to have to be a little bit clever in this fight as well. It's not just about brawn.
Yeah, agreed without a doubt. If I go out there which is just swinging aimlessly, he's made a career out of using his physical attributes, his 6'5" frame. And he's got very long arms. He's quite accurate, but I've got to take away all his best assets, and I've got to be honest. He doesn't like fighting at a pace. No. I've got to fight at a pace. I've got to put him in his uncomfort zone, and I've got to do that real early. I've got to set a pace that he'll know during the fight. I can't keep this pace going. I've never fought at this pace, and I never will fight at this pace. And sooner or later, he's gonna find a way to get out of the fight, and I'm gonna give him a real easy way to get out of it.
And in all fairness, Dave, that's the sort of pace you set against value. If it wasn't a case of you don't have to set a hard pace, you don't have to throw 200 punches around, do you?
This fight, I'm going to throw more punches though. Because I know with value, if my punches would have bounced off his big head. This time round, I'll cave all his head. It'd be a big difference.
It does make an awful lot of sense. So, Dave, what have you got planned the next 2 or 3 days before you put yourself away in South London hibernation?
A few more interviews, a few more TV shows, just to get out. If there's anybody that hasn't isn't aware of it, which I don't think there's too many of them there aren't,
no one.
then they finally will be come next week. So I'm just looking forward to. I love the hype. I love the whole build up of a boxing match. I've learned to like early doors. I didn't really like it, but as things progress, I realise it all comes part and parcel with fighting at the highest level. And I'm just looking forward to I'm looking forward to the hype, looking forward to the build up, looking forward to getting boxing back on the map, getting just the average people tuning into boxing. And this is going to be an amazing event. Yeah. It's not just a boxing match; it's an event, and everyone's going to get involved.
Yeah, this is a front and a back page the way to look at it as well as far as I'm concerned.
Without a doubt. Everybody's going to cover this fight, no doubt about it.
Well, listen, Dave, we won't bother you again until about 2 or 3 weeks before, and we'll try and get you back on.
Can I have that in writing, please, Steve?
Now, listen, I'm giving you my word. Trust me.
Steve Bunt's word, huh?
Well, Steve, that's a solid word, trust me. I'm not going to bother you. I'm going to make sure no one from BBC London bothers you until about 2 and a bit weeks before, brother. Let you concentrate on what you got to do.
You're on there.
Yeah, listen, Dave, listen, get yourself away and spend the last few, do what you got to do. Get yourself ready, and we'll speak to you 2 weeks before the fight.
For sure.
See you on November the 13th at the MEN. There are just a few tickets left. Dave, thanks very much, kid.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye. David Haye there talking. Now, the other day, the conference was extremely, extremely lively. But, some people said, got a bit upset with it. I didn't really. It was just the way things work. We are going to hear from Audley in a moment. But I think we